and welcome to Tech Talk. I'm Derek Rice. I am a network administrator, and a fun fact about me is I love sports, but unfortunately we have none right now. And I'm going to be talking to you today about secure remote access. Secure remote access is when you are able to get into your work environment when you are not in your work environment. As far as the recent months with the workforce being completely changed and tons of people needing to work from home, we have gotten tons of our clients wanting to move to that. We have literally installed dozens of SMAs to make this remote work environment work for you and your employees. Some of your common ones are VPNs. You can do desktop sharing. Teams now has sharing. You can also use the SMA to remote into your workstation at work. If you have a computer or device that can go online and can support it, you can use that device at home then to remote right into your workstation at work and run your computer like you're literally sitting at work, but you're wherever you're at. So your main risk is if you are using an unsecured network. If you don't have it certified with a cert and using some kind of potential two-factor authentication, if you're not using any of that, you are then more or less sending your information plain text over the internet, which then can be hacked or compromised, as well as your client's information that you store within your network. So the more secure you can have it, the better. This is easily preventable, and I'm going to be talking about different ways that we can help secure your remote access. We use a SonicWall SMA. It can be certified very easily through a wildcard or if you have a regular named cert. From there, we have multiple things that we can do. We can add two-factor authentication to it to double verify it's you. We use Duo Mobile. It's really easy on the end user. It's an app that goes on your phone. You get to the part where you log in, use your username, password from your domain. It sends you what we call a push. You click approve and it logs you in, and you've used your two-factor authentication in it. You can also use the SMA to publish apps out of your environment. If you have a remote server, we can set it up where the person doesn't actually have to remote into a computer or any other device like that. They can log into the SMA and click that application that is published, and it then opens up a remote session on your server that then runs that application. A lot of our clients love that option if they just want to go in and run something real quick on one of their programs. It's a great feature. We also have another option called the Net Extender, which gives your device that you're on an IP address within your work environment. So your work environment then thinks that the device you're on is literally in your office. From this, you can then use all of your files off of the server that you save there. Well, first of all, you need to look at what kind of router you are using. Your router is your first device that the outside world via internet touches to your work environment. If you're just using a regular router that is from your regular box store in town, you really don't have any kind of protection against that kind of thing. The SonicWall, which is the router that we sell, comes built in with all of this kind of protection. It has firewall with a deep packet inspection. It has intrusion detection and prevention. It has gateway antivirus software built into it, and you can also do web content filtering. And as far as the SonicWall being secure, we can also then put that certificate that I talked about earlier, whether it be your own named one you have or a wildcard, that can get put on the SonicWall for extra protection, and then the SMA that we use for remote access, that is a product of SonicWall. So there's no issues with compatibility, where if you have a remote access type program right now with whatever router, if they're not the same company, sometimes you have issues with updates or firmware updates, those kinds of things. You don't ever have to have those issues with the SMA and the SonicWall. You should choose Premier Technologies because we've been dealing with this type of technology for well over 7 years, specifically the one that we're using right now. We have multiple techs that have years experience building, creating it, and then making it all work. We all know how to troubleshoot it really well if you are having any kind of issues. Again, there's quite a few of us that are certified in this area. Thanks for joining Tech Talk today with me. If you have any specific questions about what I've talked about, go ahead and click the chat button. And if there are any other topics that you would like to hear about or have us discuss, go ahead and click the link below. Thanks a lot and have a good one.